Good day. Today, the world woke up to one of the most interesting news of the year. Two men of great consequence, I dare say two of the most consequential men in America. One for his political astuteness, his political survivability, President Donald Trump. First, the 45th president and now the 47th president of America. And the other, Elon Musk, the single taxpayer ever in America, a man who has paid $10 billion in tax, a man who has built a space agency, a man who has built multiple new industries, and who only recently was collaborating and was a part of the Trump administration, 45th, 47th administration of President Trump as the head of Department of Government Efficiency. These two men today went at each other. Their relationship has broken down to such a point where it is shocking to the whole world. Welcome. My name is Ebimo Amungo, and this is Ebimo Amungo's perspective on global geopolitics. President Donald Trump is a fighter. He fought through so many legal battles. He has fought through many political battles, and he still has battles all across the world over several issues he's fighting through. He's fighting with the university system, with Harvard, with Columbia. He has battles with immigrants, with judges, all across. He has his hand full with many, many battles. Today, he opened a new battlefront when it emerged that him and Elon Musk have fallen out. Their disagreements has been made bare on social media. Elon Musk uses powerful position as the owner of Twitter, an organization he bought for $44 billion, and also the richest man in the world, but most importantly, as someone who has 200 million followers on the world's biggest news platform, X, which he calls X now. He has used it to send a lot of messages against Donald Trump today. Donald Trump, too, has his own social media platform, and that's Truth Social. And he, too, has responded and hit out at Elon Musk. So what is at stake? Elon Musk threw his weight behind Donald Trump after an assassination attempt against Trump last October during the campaigns. Then him and Trump formed a partnership that led to the 45th presidency. In fact, Elon Musk, in one of his tweets today, said that without him, Trump will not have been president. That may be true, may also not be true, but Trump is now the 45th president of America. And what may have caused their falling out? The details of their falling out we do not know. But one thing that we do know is that Elon Musk has been saying repeatedly that the American government, that of Biden, all American administration need to be fiscally disciplined. The deficit, sustained deficit that America continues to run is not good it's a threat to America's financial system in the long run. The way he sees it, one day this country will collapse because unlimited spending, unlimited borrowing is not a good thing for America. He has been saying it, he has been stringent in it. And it was for that reason why he lobbied for and he got that position of Department of Government Efficiency. But the Department of Government Efficiency revealed a lot of things, showed a lot of waste in government. It showed a lot of in having access into the treasury, into all areas of the American government. The Department of Government Efficiency showed a lot of where government waste was going on in America. But here comes Donald Trump with a big, beautiful bill. In this beautiful bill, contrary to Elon Musk's philosophy, the big, beautiful bill proposes deficit spending almost to the tune of $3 trillion, a military budget of $1 billion, and did I say 1 billion? I said trillion. $1 trillion by America is by far the biggest military in the world, and the military, they spend the most on their military. They have over 800 bases all around the world, and they have to keep these bases in order to project their hegemonic strength. So Elon Musk feels that this is not good. And recently he left the government, but it is only 2 days ago we got to know that he was not too happy with the bill. And he attacked the bill and said that that bill should not be allowed to pass in Congress. He actually said the bill is pork-filled. That means that a lot of legislators and a lot of political interests have interest riding up on the budget or the big beautiful bill. So now Elon has been going on tweeting around, attacking Trump. He has attacked Trump. He has made revelations, including to the extent of saying that the Epstein files are not complete because Trump was part of it. That's what he alleged. He also said that Trump may have a hand in all the spendings that are loaded in the bill. So this has made Trump to be angry, but in a very funny thing, for the very first time, Trump had an event and would not talk to the press. But he has been giving out his own side of how he would act. And one of those actions he has threatened to take is that he was going to stop Elon Musk contracts. Elon Musk has contracts with the federal government of America to the tune of 15 billion. But this contract is contracts that only Musk can deliver. It has to do with NASA and Elon's SpaceX, helping NASA, the National Space Administration of America, to send astronauts to the International Space Station. Prior to Elon Musk SpaceX coming along, America, believe it or not, was using Russian Soyuz spacecraft to get to the International Space, and they were paying, I think, $20 million every year per passenger. That was how they got to the International Space Station for almost a decade after they had no spacecraft of their own after they commissioned so now Elon Musk is very important to America, but Trump has threatened that he will take that away. But even beyond that, also, we have seen now that Elon also has another edge, another chip of it, or another bargaining chip. Space in this time now that the world is multipolar, Elon SpaceX is so important to America now because it does things that no other country does. It has a reusable spacecraft. It sends satellites to space, and we have seen what these satellites do. It now has a constellation of spacecrafts and satellites that control Starlink, and we see the role Starlink has played in the Ukraine war. So Pentagon has known that Elon is very valuable to their strength going forward, to American strength, projecting American strength going forward. And Elon is now in a position where we have seen him to become the main sole opposition against Trump. But Trump by no means has a very powerful opposition in the Democratic Party. But the Democratic Party has just been quiet. It's shocking to everybody. This came out of nowhere. But there has been instant reactions on the stock exchange. Tesla shares are falling. At least the financiers will start to vote quite quickly and try to protect their investments. So Tesla shares are falling. But Elon has said so many times that he doesn't care about money, he doesn't care about power. He will say what he has to say. And when we look at this fight here now, where does this place Donald Trump? Donald Trump has his hands full with so many battles. He has deals he promises the Iranians and the Israelis. He is overlooking the Gaza debacle. He is trying to make peace with Ukraine. We don't know what role and how informed he was about the Ukrainian attack on Russia. He is still having so many battles with universities where he's trying to punish them for having students who want better, who are exercising their free speech. We Colombia is one. He wants to take away the accreditation. In each institution that stands against him, he escalates and tries to subdue them to his will. But how is he going to do that with Elon Musk? We should not underestimate Trump. Trump has a base that is almost uh, unbelievable in the following he has all across America. He is a true political leader like America has never seen. You might almost call him a, we in some countries from Africa, we know reverent leaders. The Indians know Indira Gandhi as being one of the greatest reverent leaders. We know Mandela. Trump is not in that mold at all. He's not one for being a peacemaker, a pacifist or anything, but he's one who people follow without needing to know whether is a saint or not. People follow, he has a followership in this country that is beyond belief. And it usually is very it's not an American tradition for the businesses to openly challenge in this manner, openly and brazenly challenge a sitting president. One, especially like Elon Musk, that has an involvement with the markets. His SpaceX is not in the market. His Starlink is not in the market, and his other endeavors are not in the market. But he still has Tesla in the market, and it is by the assets and the projections of Tesla that he is counted to be the richest man in the world. He definitely is going to be hurt as people are selling their Tesla shares. So, what will be Trump's response to Elon? Trump has been quiet, no doubt. He will have a war team that will look at what is going on now. They will try to craft an appropriate response to Elon. They are all in disarray. Mike Johnson today was saying that the Speaker of the House was saying he will have a call with Elon, but Elon is fired up. Elon is one of those people that when a topic gets hold of him, he starts reeling out tweets. Today probably has reeled out up to 50 to 60 tweets all against Trump. He did this to Keir Starmer when he felt that Keir Starmer was not protecting the people of Britain by allowing immigrants, Muslims in Britain to attack British girls. He was relentless and he terrorized Sir Keir Starmer to the point where Keir Starmer had to have so many parliamentary meetings in trying to explain himself. He did this also when he took up against Olaf Scholz and the ruling party in Germany. He threw his weight behind the AfD, the Alternative for Democracy Party in Germany, and he was relentless. Elon Musk is a relentless foe. He is dogged, and that platform he has is very powerful. Now the Democrats will be looking at what's going on, but the Democrats are worried also. They are not so sure of him. He was one of them. He was a big contributor to the Biden campaign and to Democratic campaign before the Biden campaign, but this is his first time of being with the Republicans. The Democrats lost Elon to Trump. But now that there's this quarrel between Trump and Elon, where they would be wondering whether they should get him back. But Elon has said that maybe there should be a third party. He has even gone as far as saying that maybe they should impeach Donald Trump. The gloves are off. Donald Trump and Elon, it's a nasty thing. But it usually doesn't end well for when businessmen challenge politicians, especially one who has a tendency to want to have his way as Donald Trump. In other climates, presidents with strong will and strong support bases where people do stuff for them are called autocrats. But you don't want to use that word in America because there are institutions that stop Donald Trump in every single thing he's doing. He has court cases all over America, and he has not been able to implement his policies despite his attempts to do so many things. Those policies will be tested in the court, and over time, many of them will be overturned. So he has this great opposition to his ability to do things here. And now having Elon as a critic, a formidable foe, that's a very formidable foe. But Elon has signaled that he probably does it. He wouldn't want to go back to the Democratic Party or even go back to the Republicans again. He has even suggested maybe there should be a third party for America. We remember there was some independents who have run elections in America. Elon even said that even though the Constitution doesn't allow for him to be president, I don't think he wants to be president, but he feels that the way the two parties are carrying on in America now, where they spend relentlessly at a time when the dollar is under threat, the Chinese are undermining the dollar, and investments, the interest rates are going up. The bond market is blowing. Yields returns are going up. Everything is not looking good for the American economy. Elon Musk has made a move that he has made a move that signals that he demands that there should be fiscal responsibility among politicians. I say that fighting politicians and business people fighting, it doesn't really end well. And if we look to Russia, where a lot of businessmen tried to challenge Putin when he tried to hold control of the Russian economy and put it back in the hands of Russians. He felt it was being stolen by oligarchs. They had to leave the country. They had to leave the country. Many ended up in London, some ended up in Israel, and some came to New York and all that. But those same oligarchs lost a lot of their money too when the Russian-Ukraine war started. They were sanctioned, and in some cases their money was seized. Now, where would Elon go if anything happens and he has to leave America in a hurry? Because it's not a good thing fighting with politicians. Politicians have followership, and followership can be very, very, very irate, very angry whenever they want to get at you. They will use their institutional means. They will use every means to make you uncomfortable for daring to challenge their leader. I don't see Elon going to Europe. He's not a friend of any of the governments that is in Europe now because he has criticized all of them very openly and brazenly, and he may not have the kind of influence that George Soros possibly had, where George Soros had an insidious way through his open society of changing governments and influencing governments. He doesn't have that structure yet because this is, in all intent and purpose, this is, in all truth, Elon Musk's first real engagement with politics. And I don't think he will be welcomed in Germany, even though he built one of the biggest Tesla plants in Germany, in Berlin there. I don't think he will be welcomed in France. He has no welcome waiting for him in Britain, that I can assure you. In fact, you can say that he's not popular in Europe anymore because Tesla cars there are not selling very well. BYD is even doing better now. The Chinese EV brand BYD is doing better now than the Tesla in Britain, in Europe. So where would Elon go to if things heat up and he needs to leave in a hurry? Possibly China. This genius may be forced to go into the hands of Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping will be looking at what's going on and be wondering, he will tell his foreign ministers and his commerce ministers that maybe they should reach out to Elon. But we also heard today that Trump reached out to Xi Jinping and they're expected to meet. So I see China as being a possible place where Elon may take refuge if America gets too hot for him. People like Steve Bannon are saying already that commentators like Steve Bannon, very strong supporter of Trump, already saying that Trump should sign an executive order that seizes the SpaceX for national security. Because that asset there that Elon has built is one that no other country in this world has, and it shouldn't be left to Elon threatening that he will stop bringing American astronauts back to America from the International Space Station. So China seems to be waiting and looking and seeing if possibly they can have a new person. Recently, the Biden administration pushed Putin into the hands of Xi Jinping. I wonder if the Trump administration will put Elon into the hands of Xi Jinping. This, let me know what you think about this unfolding scenario. It is a shocking one. It is surprising. It is nascent. It is still growing. It is every day the news will be shifting. I've tried to cover some of it today, but I know tomorrow there will be more about it. Elon is a global personality, if not for his wealth, for his impact in the world. Um, I failed to also mention that Elon may be a South African, but he will not be welcome back in South Africa because of what he did to Ramaphosa. His part, the part he played in Ramaphosa getting a shillangin when he visited America recently. He has not been a friend of South Africa in a way that the South Africans will be welcoming him. So maybe, like I said, Xi Jinping will be his option. Um, Make comments. Let us get your ideas about what is going on and about this thing. Make comments about this event that is going on. It's still in the early beginning of it. Uh, Share, subscribe, and like. Thank you for being with me on this video.